I hope you guys can hear me. I'm out. Well, I'm parked, but I'm outside, so there's trucks coming in. Hey, everybody! Happy Tuesday! Happy Tuesday! Happy July the 14th, 2026. We are in the second week of July officially. Um, I hope you all are well. Come on in. Come on in. Feel free to share if this is your first time. Tune in. I hope you like the channel, subscribe. I want to talk a little bit today to you guys about what it looks like to be successful or not. What does success mean to you? A lot of people look at success as I'm making a lot of money or I have streams of income coming in, so I'm successful. Successful is more than money. Success is not just all about money and how many dollars you're bringing in. It doesn't. Success doesn't mean that I'm just a millionaire. Success doesn't mean that I'm just a billionaire. Um, Success goes a long way. When I think of success and when we talk about success, we talk about leading the right way. We talk about leading correctly, leading your people, leading your team, leading your staff, and making sure that you have those leadership skills, those leadership fundamentals, those leadership tools that you need to have in your business. Yes, everybody wants to make the good money. Everybody wants to make that good money in your business and as an entrepreneur, as a business owner. But those things they do take time. It's a process, and you have to put the work in. And I know a lot of you out there are saying, "Well, I put the work in, and so I need to make, I deserve to make the money." I'm sorry, you guys, trying to turn up my volume to make sure you all can hear me. Hey, everybody coming in. So yeah, a lot of us is like, well, I deserve to make the money now. There's a lot of things that we have to understand as far as becoming successful. Um, because if you don't have those leadership skills, if you don't have the right team, if you don't have the right motive, let's go back to that. If you don't have the right motive, the right intentions, success is not going to look good on you. I'm gonna say that again. If you don't have the right motive and you don't have the right intentions, success is not going to look good on you. And that is because you don't have the right motive, you don't have the right intention. Hello everybody coming in. We are talking about success. Feel free to share. If you don't have the right intention and right motive, and then you can't be successful in life. Um, if you don't have the right motive, why would you think a customer or a client would come to your business knowing that you don't have the right intention, you don't care about your customers, you don't care about your clients, you don't care about any of these things. Um, and you gotta be as a business owner, you have to make sure that you're 100% there for your clients and your customers because hey everybody coming in, because if you're not there, if you don't have their best interests at heart, and then how do you expect to make a dollar when you don't have their best interests at heart? So success is not just money, it's about building your foundation, building your relationship with people that is in your circle, and it starts with you first, your team, your customers, your clients. You have to have compassion. You have to want to see them succeed. You have to want them to be better. You have to want them to grow successfully. You want them to grow successfully personally before professionally. Because there are so many things that we have to adjust to. There's so many things that we have to adjust to personally before we go in a professional setting. And I hope this is making sense. Success is not just money. That's what we're talking about as you're coming in. Success is not just money. You have to have the mindset to know um, how to handle, your people, how to handle your clients, how to handle your customers, how to handle your team, how to handle your business structure. We always need structure in place. We always need to make sure that things are in order. If we don't have structure, we don't have a business. I'm gonna say that again. If we don't have structure, we don't have a business. Hey James, thanks for tuning in. That's true. That's true. People can care less, and it really shows when people don't care. And it does. And it's sad. Now, have you ever been in a corporate? I know a lot of you have been in corporate world. You still may be in the corporate world. And you can tell that it starts from the head. It starts from the top. Management, the director, the VPs or whatever flows down. And you already know if they don't have the right intentions and they don't care about the employees or whatever, everything starts falling down, everything starts going haywire. People start leaving. They have a high turnover rate. Why do you think companies now have a high turnover rate? I mean, and sometimes we got to be held accountable when we're going to a business or when we're working in a business, because we got to hold ourselves accountable. You don't just want to go into anything. You want to research people. You want to research their company. I want people to research me and my company at WCD Coaching Incorporated. Yes, I do have more than one business, but our primary business is our coaching practice. Because my dedication is to helping people succeed and leave a legacy behind. Again, success is not just money. Success is not just money. That is what we're talking about on this morning. It is almost 9 a.m. on the East Coast time where I am at. So thank you guys for tuning in. So you got to think about these things. Research people. You want to research. Go to look up the VP, the director, the owner. See what they're about. Research. Hey, Kayla. Thanks for tuning in. If you have not subscribed, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe and share with someone. We are talking about success is not just money. Nope. Success is not just money. Put in the comments, success is not just money. And if you want to chime in and tell me why success is not just money, let's talk about it. So that's what we've been talking about for the last 7 minutes and 30 seconds. But we have to understand that you have to research um, the higher ups. And when I say the higher ups, the owner, the directors, the VPs, the managers, or whatnot, you want to know what company you're getting into. I'm just reading a question, you guys. So Jane said, "What's your opinion on how not to be too nice? One of my companies came undone that way. Is why I asked. All heart gets taken advantage of too often. In your experience, what are some ways to find that line?" I would say, James, just being professional. I understand that as a business owner, it is important for us to develop family relationships. And I noticed that, because we work together, some of us, we may not see our employees because some employees may work remotely or whatever, and they may not be there physically with you. But I would just say remain professional. At the end of the day, you do want to know your employees' concerns. You want to know if there's anything that you need to work on, or if they need to work on. You need to have a heart to heart one on one. But we can't. I'm gonna say this too. You can't get so attached to where you're letting employees do in and everything that they want to do. There has to be a boundary. I'm gonna say that, James. There has to be a boundary. And when it comes to company policies, when it comes to company rules, when it comes to working, it's like, hey, we have to abide by this, the rules and regulations. We have to do the work. I would say this: I did lose some people in the beginning of my hiring stage because it was just me for 4 years by myself. And when I started hiring a staff, going into my fifth year in 2025, I know in the beginning that we developed a, a a working family relationship, and of course you want to build a relationship with your employees and stuff like that. But there were some employees that didn't want to. When I started implementing things, they did not want to abide, by the company rules and regulations, or they felt like I should have done this and that. And then I had to just make sure I was professional and to help them realize, even if they didn't realize it, I was just firm, and I let them know, like, this is the business, this is the structure, and this is why these things are have to be put into place. And if you don't agree with them, and then you know there's no, I mean, it would be up to you to decide on whether you want to stay with the company or not. You know, that just makes sense. So I would just say, James, just keep it professional. You still can have a relationship, but still keep it professional. Some people won't understand. You may have known someone on your team for a very, very, very long time, and they feel like you should do this or that, or let them do this or that, but you have to put up a boundary. Um, I hope that answered um, some of your question. I hope they did. Um, Hello from South Korea. I can't read the I can't read your handle name because it must be in Korea. Well, welcome from South Korea. But anyway, James, did that answer your question? Um, anyway, you all, we are still talking about success is not just money. What does it take when hiring employees? What does it mean when a client or a company um like you have companies that want to partner with your business. You have clients that are looking at your pages, looking at your work, seeing what you're doing. They're seeing your vision and mission. And some people out there that have good mission, they do have a good vision statement out there, but are they following the vision statement? Are they following the vision statement? Are they following the mission? That's the thing. That's why I say you have to build relationship and you have to get to know people. You have to get to know their heart of hearts and know that they're in this to really, really, really help people succeed, help people grow, help people, develop um, who they really are. Thank you, James. Just even, and I don't know how long you've been in business, James, but me just now, I'm new at just hiring the staff. Like almost a year ago, I started hiring the staff in August of 2025, and um, there was about three people or maybe four people that I lost. And then I even had to put in some structure, even with hiring people. I do like 1 week trials because I want to make sure that you understand the company and that it's a good fit for you. Like I'll do like a 1 week trial base before I actually send you a contract and agreement before you sign any employee documents. I want to know that there were some things that I even had to change within my business as far as employees because there was a lot of people who just I don't think they understood the dynamic of the business and vision. So I had to pivot and just break some things down to understand and to let them know, wait, I need to make sure that you understand my company values and this is what we are doing, as a staff and as a team. I just had a team meeting with some of the coaches on my team, and although I'm a founder and an owner, I'm also a coach myself. Um, we talked about the different things as far as community, reaching people, reaching out to people, and what are people really looking for? What are your client and customer really looking for in you? In your business, what is their uh are they thinking about their result and their solution? Are they thinking that, hey, I know that this company, I know that this person really can help me with what I need to be helped with? Or are they thinking that, you know, oh yeah, I don't think that I, want to invest? Like, what are people seeing on the outside when they're looking at your business, when they're looking at your vision? What are they actually thinking? What are they actually seeing? Hello, Tyler. Thanks for, or Hazel, thanks for joining in. Yeah, what are they thinking and what are they saying? So I want you all to know success is not money. Success is not just money, although money is good and we need money to live, but really, to be honest, money is really not our just ultimate source. If you want to be a successful boss, a successful business owner, and then you have to do the work, and then you have to You have to put up boundaries. There's going to be some ups. There's going to be some lot of downs. But the most important thing is developing your leadership skills. Developing your leadership skills. Taking leadership classes and things like that. And now that I'm talking about this, I remember taking a leadership class before, and it's been some years back now. But that's something that I feel like business owners and entrepreneurs should do. They should take um, a leadership class that speaks to them and speaks to their business, about growth, how to handle diversity, diverse teams and employees and so forth or whatnot. So you want to make sure you're doing that. I want to throw this in here too before I forget, you guys. WCD Coaching Incorporated, which is my business, I have a business academy, and so we train and we teach about leadership skills. We coach on this. We don't just do personal life and health coaching, but we do have a business academy within WCD Coaching Incorporated. So if you are an aspiring entrepreneur, you may not have your niche together yet. That's okay. But if you're already a business owner and you would like to, um, invest in yourself and your company into our business and take our business academy curriculum program, you also get certified once you're done, because we do certify you. You don't just have to have a coaching business. This is for business owners or entrepreneurs with different niches. So if you want to think about that, you want to check out our page and see what we do. Go to our LinkedIn business page, WCD Coaching Incorporated, or my page, Karen Oliver. Um, and you will see me there. On LinkedIn, that's where we pretty much do most of our business work. But we're on Instagram, WCD Coaching, um, and Facebook, WCD Coaching. So if you would like to invest, if you would like to, um, if you like more tools and more things concerning leadership and how to incorporate, how to, just like the things that James asks, as far as, how do you go forward with your employees? How do you do, how do you keep things in line when running a company? What are some things that you need to wean out? What are some things that you need to start implementing um in your business? I think it's important. I'm sorry, you guys, I had to roll down my window. I think it's important to implement things and take away things. There's some things that you have to rebrand. Just like us, we are, even though our things are together, there's always room for improvement. Like we're rebranding some programs um, and other areas in our coaching practice. So it's always room for improvement. It's always you always need that ear. You need someone to help you structure what you're not doing or what you need to start doing. So if you're interested in the business academy, we would definitely be glad to have you. We have definitely dedicated professional coaches beside me. I have 3 coaches alongside myself that are certified professional dedicated. It's not about just them having MBAs or anything. They have strategic knowledge when it comes to leadership, when it comes to coaching, whether that's personal or professional. Again, visit WCD Coaching on LinkedIn. And I'm not sure if I have a booking link here. I think I do have a booking link in my bio or whatever. But if you want to see what that looks like for your business, if you want to see what WCD Coaching Business Academy looks like for your business, feel free to reach out to us and we will get you scheduled on a discovery call and we can go from there. But I hope you guys really enjoyed this live, understood that success is not just money. Success is not just money. Although money is good and money is going to be added, that's like an added win-win when money comes. So I thank you all for tuning in and joining in. Feel free to share if you have not subscribed. feel free to hit that, subscribe button. I will talk to you guys soon. We will definitely get back to our mentoring, our open hubs, our mentor open hubs, because remember, we started the Monday and Wednesdays open coaching hub. So depending on the schedule, I may jump on here tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern time for our uh, open coaching hub. And that is when we have free sessions. We have it's like a live free session. And then if you don't want to um if you don't want to share publicly, and then you also I'm also still doing the 60-minute coaching session for free. So we are going to get back to doing the Monday and Wednesday coaching hub. So tomorrow I may be on, so make sure your notification is on. I hope you all have a blessed Tuesday, and I will talk to you soon.